buy cars, marry women, born many children they can't take care of, for Nigeria to take care for them, right? That's all they know. Then when it comes to technology, they can start making things up like going to the National Assembly, asking the National Assembly of rogues to help them make laws that can give them power to be able to switch off and switch on the internet or social media in Nigeria. Old crooks. They have no idea of the terrain they are operating in. You see, this internet, this social media, which stood the test of time when the people destroying people ran away. When the civil society organizations in Nigeria went to bed with APC, it was social media. They served as the main opposition, the main information pool for millions of Nigerians, including non-Nigerians all over the world. Social media even became the SOS for people. Imagine, when you get kidnapped, you don't call the police in Nigeria. People come onto social media. They announce, my parents have been kidnapped. And social media will start tracking from location they reported. I've seen a lot. Social media became, especially Twitter, it became the platform of knowledge, discovery for a lot of Nigerians. It woke their consciousness, including political consciousness, which is now posing a bigger threat to the establishment in Nigeria. But you see the dumbos who only care about power in Nigeria, and the locked of the office. They wanted to switch that off. They had no idea how to do it. So what are they doing now? They are now rather recruiting people to help them monitor people's activities on social media, including your comments on social media. How many people then go lock up? I call them Okponu. Boko Haram tried it. He did not have any peace for a minute. He had to make a deal with the military, commission them to kill all Nigerians that ever or is suspected in any way opposing his government and possibly capable of raising a rebellion. So they are using the words like rebellion now. You are a rebel if I rig your election. That is so obvious. What you should do is to go to court. Now, if you go to court and they've already bought the Chief Justice of Nigeria, if you are angry about that, just swallow your anger, scream in a dark room. If you dare come out, we will kill you. That is the new one. Maybe not so new. So they're not going to be picking people. So if you are following Mayegun, think about your insurance policy. I have an insurance policy. They cannot do anything to me. Nothing. As long as I am not in any way closer to them. And because of who they are and what they should look forward to, what they are bringing, the intimidation, the threats, the killings, the harassment, all of these are going to be the order of the day, because that's the only way Tinubu can wake up and still be called president in Nigeria. Everywhere he goes, nobody is going to welcome him. Listen, they will be putting up staged welcome for him. He will know it. He will feel it. He is not welcome. He is a thief. He is a drug lord. If you escape all things, even if you escaped your court, he would have to deal with the people he stole from, and he will also have to deal with the people whose ascendancy as a president of Nigeria poses a grave danger to our lives and our existence, because that's exactly who they are. They said, our days are numbered. Our days are numbered. From the people that are about to grab power in Nigeria, they are telling us that our days are numbered. If we say anything against their government that they considered to be fake news according to them, or they considered as a criticism out of place, they will be the one to consider anything as a crime. Bokwari tried it too. It still hasn't worked. It doesn't really work. Oh. The Tinubu that they are actually giving this mojo, giving this muzzle, people should tell him, if he manage to extend fear or spread their fear in all of you in Nigeria, they would have a lot of us to deal with outside Nigeria. In fact, there will be places that there will be request for his arrest anywhere he is seen. There will also be places where there will be requests for the arrest of those seen with him based on their role in what is happening in Nigeria and what is still going to happen in Nigeria. Let me tell you something. They are telling their people that they are about to annul Tinubu's election. Okay. Princess, thank you very much for that. Your moderator work there. I know it's an extra. You would love to be engaging with people, sharing all that in their comment section on YouTube, okay? But when you see any of those ashiris that should by any means strayed into that our midst in this gathering, please don't spare them. Don't give them any second chance. Don't let them in any way patch air. Don't let them drop any sort of ethnic bigoted message here. And if you see them, don't even give them any benefit of that. If your instinct says that's them, please get rid of them. Okay? You make it easier as we speak for me. Right. So, talking about the criminals around Kolu. Now, if I come out, right? If I come out and I say Festus Otobokeyamo is a criminal, would I be committing a crime? Like, listen, let's say you don't know much of him right now. Would you think that my statement is harsh to call him a criminal? Okay, let's assume that majority of you actually knows him. So, which means calling him a criminal is not harsh because he is a criminal. Okay. Now, Festus Otobokeyamo in the Nigeria of Tinubu, where thieves, corrupt people, ethnic and tribal jingoists, or ethnic and tribal imperialists, fraudsters, drug dealers, drug addicts are always going to have a field day under Tinubu. Would you think that is harsh? Okay, let me tell you about Otobokeyamo. Look at this man. He is currently the Nigeria Minister of Labor. Okay, the Minister of Labor in Nigeria right now is this man on your screen. Although he is a junior officer. Okay, now you can say all politicians are corrupt. This particular one is a special criminal. I'll tell you what he did. Under APC, Egbekegbe, they promised Nigerians 3 million jobs every year. If they delivered on that, by now, they would have created at least 30 million jobs, direct jobs, and maybe another 30 million indirect jobs, which would have reflected on the economy and at the same time help the government's revenue. Okay. But under Bokuwari, the man that came to fight corruption, right? Which is a lie. You know that. They only came to legalize corruption. They didn't come to fight any corruption. They legalized it. Instead of creating that millions of jobs, they dipped over 60% of the country. I'm talking about able-bodied people who can still work, young and middle-aged men and women who can still work. They rendered them jobless. 86 million Nigerians who can work. They can work, but there's no job. They are currently jobless, making the number of 145 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty in Nigeria. That then makes it make sense, because 86 million people who have no job, who are supposed to be working, they are not working, but they are living. Some of them have families. Majority of them lost their jobs under the people who promised them 3 million jobs every year. Now, how come? Did they not create jobs at all? I'll tell you some of the jobs they created. When they came in, they created categories of jobs. The first category are the jobs for the children of governors, presidents, vice presidents, ministers, senators, reps, state governors, deputy governors, and like that. Their children, royal fathers, reverend fathers, chief imam, sheikh, and the rest of them. Their children were to be working in Central Bank of Nigeria, NNPC of Nigeria, Nigeria Minting and Printing Press of Nigeria, Ministry of Finance in Nigeria, Ministry of Works in Nigeria, or Ministry of Justice in Nigeria, and every other stop, they are for their children. The category 2 are for their political jobbers. And they are political appointments. They are called jobs too. So then they start appointing 10. One person can have 10 personal assistants. One president can have over 3,000 advisors working for him, advising him on so many things. He doesn't have to know them. They are called jobs for the boys. And they will be drawing salary from the Nigerian revenue. Of course, jobs for the boys. The third category of jobs that they created, those are for the few crumb chasers, crumb eaters, ass lickers, humbled slaves, sophisticated morons on social media. Something for them too. And guess what the job is? Police college, the Nigeria military, infantry to go and face Boko Haram. The what is that thing called again? It's not called Sure P. There is something they did. Why did I forget that? I cannot remember that a moment ago. What is that thing they did that they said they were giving them 500,000 jobs? Oh no, it's not Sure P. Let's calm down. It's not Sure P. Empower. Lie. All of you brethren in the temple of truth. Thank you. I thought I am the diary, the memory card that's supposed to have everything, but thank you. You all seems to have it more than me. The third category of job is for them to become police or to go and join civil defense or to go and join Empower. And guess what? The Empower is also in category. The first day that they launched Empower in Nigeria, guess what? To tell them how damaged Nigeria was just before these guys came in, right? More than 45 million people signed up to join Empower of APC. More than 45 million people. The record is public. In fact, it got so bad the entire website crashed within the first 2 hours that they made it public. Now, you know something? It was also like a sakarasobo. Throw the banana to the monkey, kind of. Oriede. As they were struggling to become empower. Ladies and gentlemen, there were other supplementary lists for the special people in politics, party chairman, women leader, ward chairman, ward leader, youth leader. They were also submitting names. Why the others are besieging cafes, besieging different places to look for internet to sign up for Empower? Guess how many people they actually have slot for their first, they call it first batch of Empower. They want to fight poverty. They wanted to fight unemployment. And the idiots were shouting, "This is the change I voted for. Ah, Buhari, thank you. This is the change I voted for." What is Empower? Empower is what they now call skills, or what we used to call the skills acquisition program. You know those skills acquisition program? When after you go to school, you no get job, politicians will now come and do empowerment in your local government. They will say you should come and learn how to repair phone, how to repair laptop, how to make a soap, how to make bar soap, liquid soap, how to make hairspray, how to make insecticide, how to make polythene bag, how to make a sachet water, how to make this or that. They will train you for 3 weeks or 1 month. And then they will say, "We will see you later." Then you will console yourself and say, "Well, thank God, even if you don't give us anything, at least I have learned something. I can now start on my own. I can go and borrow money. I can start small business and the rest of that." Sure, you remember, that's exactly what the Empower is. Empower is going to train technologists. It's going to train pilots. Empower is going to train this. Empower is going to train teachers. Empower is going to... I was here. It's all lies. 45 million people signed up. They only have a slot for 200,000 people. They called it first batch. Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? 45 million people are jobless. And they want job. And you are giving 200,000 slots. Shut up your mouth, Mayegun. What have you done for the poor people? Have you ever helped the poor people in your life? You just sit down in the UK and you are just condemning everything. Everything starts small. Empower. After this one now, and when Buhari say he's going to create a Dorado, he's going to create Egypt in Russia, all those nonsense. I was the enemy. I was the procrastinator. Somebody who just won't trust the criminals. Somebody who hates them. Why are you enemy of progress? Mayegun, you are enemy of progress. How am I your enemy? They want to dupe you. They are lying to you. This is a scam. Shut up your mouth. Okay, I didn't shut up. I kept screaming. They are liars. They are liars. Until this guy started coming and he said, they said the Empower is that you will collect money for 3 months. Okay, 30,000 naira every month for 3 months. So they will train you how to repair phone. They will train you how to use soldering iron, how to solder wire together. They will teach you how to repair radio and then torchlight and all those things. Okay, and you can make it big. Go and look for a small kiosk in Computer Village and start repairing phone. And that's Empower. If you can teach, we send you to one school. You go and teach children there for 3 months. After 3 months, now we have trained you. You can go and look for work. So that's another people too. They will come and enjoy 30,000 naira every month. That was Empower to you. That's Empower. See, if you ask anybody what is Empower, that is Empower I just defined for you. It's a turn by turn. You shop I shop. For supporting us, APC, for giving us access to your treasury. Thank you. But this time around, everybody go shop. Now all of you go shop, but not turn by turn. We'll call it Empower. You do it for 3 months. Okay, you collect money. Another people will come. They will do 3 months. They will collect money. Other people will come. They will do 3 months. They will collect money. You will then go and look for a job based on the training they gave you. Job no deal. Outside the Empower, businesses are folding up. You know why? They promise them 30,000 naira a month for Empower. 3 months. Okay? 90,000 naira. Outside, as they are collecting the 30,000 naira, naira is being devalued. Now, the 30,000 naira can no longer feed them for a week anymore. So they have to live an austere life, a poverty life that they have to get used to, and they have to be grateful that at least they collected, others no collect. The people that told me I was the enemy of their progress, when I was telling them that they want to buy, they started coming back to say, Mayegun, sorry, Mayegun, I have one information for you. I said, what's the information? Mayegun, see, there's one secret about Empower. If I tell you this Nigeria will break, I said, are you a member of Empower? That's why I want to tell you, I participated. I did Empower for 3 months. Mayegun, it's a fraud. I have information. I have other people that can testify. Now, this Nigeria will be surprised. Were you not alive when I was telling you that they wanted to dupe you? So you are the one that wants to do the breaking news for us. You are the one who wants to tell us now that it's a fraud because they didn't pay you. Some people collected the money. They have paid our coordinator, Mayegun. You won't believe it. I didn't believe it myself. They collected all our information. Different people that didn't participate in training, Mayegun, they are paying them. They said because they are APC. I said, are you not APC? No, I'm not APC. Jewo, are you not APC? Did you not support change? It's true. Mayegun, yes, I supported them. But this is very wrong. I said, oh, it don't touch you. They don't chop your money. They don't pay you. Meanwhile, that they give themselves award for the job well done, for training all of you. Empower. When they list Bokwari's achievement, they will list Empower. So they cheat you. Nigeria don't happen to you. You need to tell the world. I said, that's what I do all the time. I don't need you as a witness. Mayegun, I can come to the program and tell everybody what I said. We don't need you. We don't. Sorry. We already told the world that they were scamming you. So let's go back to Otobo Keyamo. When 2019 election was coming, out of all of the bobo, the lies, and all those things, you know what they did? Festus Otobo Keyamo, knowing that there is possibility that Bokwari may not come back, Festus Otobo Keyamo put up his own scheme. You know what he did? Otobo Keyamo put together something called employment. Listen to this one. 1,000 job for every local government in Nigeria. And Nigeria have 774 local government areas. So when Otobo Keyamo put his own scheme together and presented it to Bokwari, he said he will create 774,000 jobs for the youth. 774,000 for the youth. The same dunderhead, humbled slaves, sophisticated moron, they went to town and they said, God will bless you, senior advocate of nuisance, for your smart, creative idea to give job to young people in Nigeria. It was horrendous. It was mad. This senior advocate of Nigeria, after that, bought some wheelbarrows, okay, and then some shovel, And he went about and he said, the job he's creating is for young people to become cleaners. All you have to do once they submit your name, remember it is also job for the boys. So they will submit your name from your local government as a party member. You will be collecting 30,000 naira every month for 6 months. So another people will also come. They will also join and collect 30,000 naira every month for 6 months. And by so doing, they will reduce poverty in Nigeria, and at the same time, they will reduce unemployment in Nigeria. Let me show you. Let me show you that. It is actually on Google. I'll show you. Now, the point here is this. Festus Otobokeyamo didn't create any 774,000 jobs. Festus Otobokeyamo created his own ghost worker, his own cash out from the Nigeria Treasury that the Boko Haram gang have depleted so terribly. Now, all you need to do is to promise job and file in names with the Ministry of Finance that is going to raise the memo and the money and pay you whatever it is. You need to be paid every month. Remember, this man, who should be in jail, if you tell me, right? A lot of the people who you call your leaders in Nigeria are supposed to be in jail, starting from Tinubu. But how can they be in jail when some of you who also kind of worship them in a way, in all honesty, the crime that some of you actually get away with, in all honesty, should actually keep you in jail. Nigeria, generally, your police, everybody. A lot of people, hang on, what's this? Image upload picture. Can you see it on your screen anyway? That's why I don't like this Google thing. Is making it look like this is Festus Otobokeyamo on your right. Just keep looking at those ones on your right. Hang on. Let me see if I can bolden it. I don't think I can bolden it, but look at that. Wheelbarrow. Hang on. Upload what? Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll leave it at that. So if you go on Google, you will see countless pictures where the Minister of Labor in Nigeria bought some wheelbarrows, billions of naira. Multiply 30,000 naira by 774,000 every month. 774,000. So Otobokeyamo, all he had to do was just to display wheelbarrow, and he cashed out. He's rich. He's a billionaire from the money he's making from that government. And with Tinubu, then it's just going to be like heaven for us. So why wouldn't they want you jailed, silenced, or even killed? Look at this one. His name is Femi Funny Kayode, or For Food Kayode. Kenneth Unwankwo, thank you very much for your super sticker, your generosity. Now, look at this one. This one is somebody with a mental health problem in a way that he publicly said, I have short fuse. I have what? Short fuse. And whatever little thing can always throw him off guard, and he will start attack from everywhere, give him power too. He will loot and loot and loot, and then he will abuse your papa, abuse your mama. If he's caught, he will abuse, he will tell you who is your father. My father was a former judge, former lawyer.
In 1939, my grandfather was this. My papa, even though they talk say my papa a back, papa boku ni o. Sure you get.
Seriously, some stories, they're mad. In the old Western region, there's a place called the Western House. The Western House is in Ibadan. So Fani Kayode, who happened to be for Food Kayode's papa, he was very outspoken from his story we heard. He is well read. You know, somebody will be saying like really, really well read. You won't believe that they sent this guy to Oxford, though. This guy schooled in the UK for Food Kayode. Now, they say in Papa, if we talk anything. So one day, back in the days, the Ooni of Ife is also an elected member of the House of the Western House in Ibadan. So which means politicians, even the Ooni of Ife, representing the people of Ife and all that, will sit down in the Western House. So something happened from nowhere. They say Fani Kayode, they just they blab. The story is not true because it's absolute a myth. Here you get. But the old man died. But you know something, what happened? They said, for Food Kayode's papa, his father, his papa, Come say, hey, objection, no, sorry. What do you say in the House of Assembly when you want to speak emotion? It doesn't matter. Raising your hand in the parliament. I want to speak. They say it just attacked the old man. Femi Fani Kayode papa, they attacked the old man, Ooni of Ife. Adesoji Aderemi, I think. You know what I mean? Like as usual, for Food Kayode, right? They say the man just tell us, oh yeah. You are talking to me. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. God bless you. Point of order. My speaker. Point of order. Oh yeah, Mr. FFK. For Food Kayode Senior. What do you have to say? And he started lashing at this Ooni of Ife man. Started talking. You are talking to me. Are you talking to me barking like a dog? Èmi ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń gbó bí ajá báyìí. Èmi. And it was like, gbókú ni. Bó ṣe ń gbó bí ajá, bó ṣe gbókú nìyẹn. And they said from there, Femi Fani Kayode papa just started, and everywhere scattered. Hey, wahala, house daru. That's the story, but it's a fabu. Nobody can make anybody bark like a dog. Sure, you get me now. Don't let anybody fool you. Have he make you run mad? Nah, lie. Nobody if he make you run mad. Nigeria problem is enough to run you mad. A lot of people are only managing their madness in Nigeria. You need to have some level of mental problem to, in fact, according to people, to survive in Nigeria. If not, you will end up in asylum. You will lose your mentality completely. You won't be able to even think anymore. Like Shoko completely. You are talking to me. Emi, you are Emi Lombawi. You are talking. Do you know who you are talking to? If I swear for you, you no go marry in your life, Baba. Even boys know they marry again. Go to Shiloh. You will see all these beautiful, successful women, young ladies who want to marry. Why are they in Shiloh? They are shouting, God, give me my husband this year. I must not carry it over in 2023 in Jesus' name. Heavenly Father, I've been crying for the past 7 years. Lord, don't fail me this year. Boys no get job. And if you no get work, who they marry, who they settle down? They won't tell you that in church. Nobody will tell you that. No babalawo anybody will tell you. Sure you get. Boys no they marry. They just want knack. If you jam body, when it become to settle down, don't worry. I love you. I love you so much. So boys these days in Nigeria that I know, and some of them are watching me right now. Some of them are, in a way, they are with their girlfriends now. They are saying my wife. Not because they married. Some ended up having to go and do small wedding because they just have to. At the end of the day, since the girl who insisted, But if they give them choice, some of you are watching me right now. You have 2-3 kids. I've been in your position before. Sure, you get 2-3 kids struggling like you know Sabi, working like say you know Sabi. It's like you are just, the whole world is more or less like against you. And some of these young Gen Z, they are seeing their uncles and aunties with their children struggling, suffering. And somebody they talk say, I will cost you, go marry. Benny, Nigeria economy has already cost so many people. You have no idea. You don't, do you? A lot of you are having your wedding. Or you had your wedding this past Saturday, yesterday. Some of you girls or women, you have to do them yourself. You know I'm saying the truth. The real enemy is Nigeria. And the people who have made Nigeria your enemy, the economy to work against you, they are the criminals that I'm talking about. But anyway, they say that Oni told Femi Fani-Kayode's father, Ogbokuni. That was how Femi Fani-Kayode's father started backing. Go, go. Like you are like, go. So we can hear you now. You are backing. Go. So we can hear you. Can you write it down? By the following day, they say he died. That's the story. But that is sometimes what people remember about Femi Fani-Kayode's father. And whenever he keeps going like this mad, this more or less like a drug-induced rant, you just feel like, maybe that thing they're doing, Papa Rilo. I say this guy go Boku like this because somebody's supposed to do Boku for Amo, but there is no Boku anywhere. This one now Ogbologbo Ole. Some said he's a lawyer. Can you believe that? How many of you actually believe this guy is a lawyer? You know this one is a sand. This one is sand. Sand, Abi. But would you believe this one is also a lawyer? He's a lawyer, they said. But guess what? He was a minister. If I call him a criminal, I am not making it up. And I am ready to be sued. You can sue. See, let me tell you something. That's another thing. If we remove violence, if we remove abuse of power, you can sue anybody anywhere. For Food Kayode or anybody I speak about in Nigeria, do you know they can sue me? They don't even have to see me. You just need to get a lawyer in the UK to write me. You get. And then I'll call my own lawyer. Then we'll meet. You get. But what I'm telling you is true. Yeah, okay, fine. They put some Jara Ajasa to make it sound kind of, like it's not, it's a joke. It's not a joke. If I call them a thief, I know what I'm saying. If I call them a criminal, I know what I'm saying. There are public evidence to buttress this. So if you take me to court, you no go touch me. You no go, you dey mad. I go dab, like I go come to that court, like somebody will say, I go even dab with my live camera. I say, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mayegun live. I am now at the Crown Court in Glasgow, where for food or these criminals in Nigeria sued me. And I'm, Ben, come here. Yeah, this is my lawyer. We're going to go in there now. And we're going to tell them to fuck off. You get. Nothing will happen. Nothing. Because I don't make things up. For Food Kayode is accused by the EFCC in Nigeria, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. And he has 2 cases with them. The first one was when he was a minister. Okay? He is accused of stealing over 5 billion naira airport project money for Rivers State and renovation money for airports in Nigeria in few places. He brags that no plane crash happened when he was Minister of Aviation. The way they didn't tell you that that is not his own doing. He is not the one who keeps the planes in the air. No, it's not him. Okay? In fact, if it was for him, you'd probably be picking up the planes that will be dropping off every day. But this guy was locked up in jail. Oh. I'm going to go and look for that image, right? And show you. He was locked up in jail. You know why? When they were talking about the Dasuki money, this guy collected over 500 million. Oh. I'm being generous here. Oh. The money we collect more than that. Oh. But he's been accused of collecting 500 million naira just to attack opposition on social media and the media for Jonathan. Can you believe this? He was paid over 500 million naira to maintain a serious, tribal, bigoted, same thing you read about him in 2015. He didn't do all of that in 2015 for free. Oh. Over 500 million naira. So they locked him up. They locked Obani Koro up. They locked Ruben Abati up. They locked the one that is now governor in Bauchi. What's his name again? They locked that one up too. And today, with Tinubu, the heaven is the starting point. Maybe not for the UK, because the UK have told him that they are now having them under the radar. They are watching it. They are watching more of them like that, who have done so well to incite tribal, ethnic, and religious division, even though they continue to blame others. That is where we will come in. Sure you get. They can pull up all of the drama in Nigeria. They can do everything. We know the danger that APC posed. We know the danger that APC posed to every ethnic nationality in that country called Nigeria. We as Yoruba people, with this APC, if we don't rise up and let the world know that when you see all these Ashiris that are calling people Omoale because of Tinubu, they don't speak for us. They don't represent us. Watch the way they talk and watch what they represent. Then you will realize the contrast is far distance contrast. So Yorubas and everyone across Nigeria, if there is any time of you to be thinking for this final only solution that can spare us all this madness, if there's any time of you to think, when is the time for Nigeria or right time for Nigeria to begin to have the conversation around there? Let everybody go their separate ways. This is the best time, because what you are about to witness, you will think, Boko Haram is actually a saint. This is going to be the emergence of criminals, criminal judges, criminal institutions, compromised institutions, and above all, a vengeful, vendetta system. Imagine what it is under APC, Egbekegbe in 8 years. Profiling people in their country, targeting their businesses, destroying their homes. All this being done under the cover of security operation. Listen to me. With Tinubu, I just don't have a clue. Or probably I should say, we all don't have the complete idea of what the Armageddon looks like. I know you think you can survive anything. You can survive anything. But trust me, you can't survive this. If there's any time, there are people who have tried to, or let me say, on several occasions, right? Tinubu and gang, they have tried to throw the Yorubas under the bus for their own political gain and political interest. And the moment they pop up the Yoruba sentiment for their political gain, for their political interest, then they throw the Yorubas under the bus straight away. They are already dealing with the Yorubas who believe that, giving them a mandate or giving them support is in a way, let's say in a way, is going to shield them or spare them. I don't know what they are thinking. The Lord said they didn't give him anything. If they were supposed to actually do what is right, Kalu will not see third. Kwakwanso go beat down. Kwakwanso said, if the right result is announced, that Kalu will not see third. That he is not saying that Obi didn't beat him or all that. But that number they gave to Kalu, it is so unreal that rather than them to prepare for a government, to unite the country, they are preparing for the uncertainty. And that uncertainty is, even if they escape and push enough that they got themselves inaugurated, they can't rule Nigeria. Do you know that? They can't. There will be no peace anywhere. It is not because people can't give peace. It is because the people around Tinubu, they are vengeful. And in fact, the vengeance you are witnessing within APC today, they planted them. The hatred, the tribal and ethnic division you are seeing today that started in 2014, 2015, it is the handiwork of Tinubu and gang. To the point that at some point, even the Fulani North, the Hausa North, they were so shocked at some level of propaganda coming out of the stable of Tinubu and gang, all because they wanted to pledge their loyalty or prove their loyalty, and at the same time cement their way to what they are now dreaming of doing to all of you. They are vengeful. You're going to ask yourself that how can they live with themselves, right? Going on and then spreading rhetorics, not that of anyone who has won an election, but people who are so scared of being exposed of what they have done. And these four people who once told you that four people tweeting in a room pose no political threat to them, they are now screaming bullying. They said young people that they stole their election and brutalized and even killed, they are now bullying them on social media. And the only people that can save them should be the Daura Secret Service or the Dr. Mustupides Service. So before we go to jail, I just have one appeal to make. And that appeal is that whatever you, the obedient, are doing, whatever you are doing, see, I need down, beg you. Yeah? Don't ever stop it. Whether you stop it or you don't, once they have that power as they are envisaging, they are going to make Nigeria a police state, and they're going to make a lot of you disappear. Their heart and mind are so full of venom. They are old men and women in their late 50s and late 60s, 70s, and late 80s. They have considered your effrontery as a threat to the status quo in Nigeria. They will weaponize poverty even more. And the moment they gain that power, Abacha will be like a saint. So, since we are all going to go to jail anyway, since we are all, not all of us will keep quiet, since they are going to continue to spread the fear and intimidate us, why don't you just continue to do what you are doing? Press it on. Organize your protest. Organize your rallies. Coordinate yourselves. And go after those who are coming after your lives. In a democracy, peaceful protest, peaceful assembly of people are legitimate right of yours. In 8 years, APC have done everything to stop that. They have killed many, many people unprovoked, though. They have also jailed a lot, to the point that the Nigeria police, the Nigeria security agents, they have now added organ harvesting to their own criminal enterprise. I drink tea. They come. Don't go anywhere. We they go jail. We agree. But person won't go jail, eh? We could go commit the crime very well. Press their neck. Don't give up. When they share their propaganda, tackle them with the same thing. And to the rest of us, it is to your tent, O ye Israel. Whatever. So they said our days are numbered. Since it is numbered, you can also put on your own calendar and say their days too are numbered. Fire for fire like that. Don't let anybody threaten you of anything. No, they will still do it. Every time you see they say, hey, ritualist, oh, we are looking for my sister, we are looking for my mom, we have been looking for our daddy for the past 6 months. You know, go see a lot of people that are missing right now. You are not going to see them again, because the Nigerian security agency that are arresting people illegally to extort them for money. The Nigerian Security Agency is a criminal organization. Okay? Therefore, as Nigerians, you are being profiled by these criminals. They kidnap people in the middle of the night as policemen. If you can't bail yourself or pay them money, when I was growing up, they usually do movies. You know that time when we were growing up, and we'll be watching all this Nollywood, the Yoruba movie, and they will say somebody did money rituals. Okay, why am I even talking in a hush tone? Like, say I'm talking to people when don't know what time they talk. Maybe you hear money rituals, and then we will watch a movie. Somebody who they say Paco, they will say is now rich because they want to do money. They have done a money ritual for him. Babalawo said he has to bring 7 girls every 7 days to give to the gods, and his money is going to be Do you actually know that this is organ trafficking that these filmmakers are indirectly telling us was happening when people get kidnapped in Nigeria and their body part is gone? Some of their organs, they are gone. You say, this one, they cut her breast. That one, they cut her private part. That one, they did this and that, and all of that stuff. Hey, there is no, what do you call, there's no juju anywhere where they drink human blood. Look at me very well. Nah, human trafficking, or let me say human traffickers, who devised other means of, instead of kidnapping a whole human being and trafficking them, why don't you just take their organs? The Babalawos and the people in Nigeria, they actually believe there is a spiritual something that gives them money. So if somebody says he's looking for money, ask him if he can do what you ask him to do. What do you ask him to do? Tell him that if he can provide a living kidney or living heart, whether a man or woman, it doesn't matter. Somebody that is not smoking, somebody that is not, you know what I mean? We'll give you something, you check them if they are healthy. If their kidney is okay, just take their kidney out for us. We'll give you $5,000. Or we'll give you $10,000. All you have to do is once you bring it, we'll give you this money. That is the human organ trafficking that is happening in Nigeria, that majority of us grew up thinking that now money ritual. How come that man mad? Ogbeni, be like say they watch too much Yoruba movie, abi? When the secret came open, he can't run mad. He run mad. Why come people they run mad? Ogbeni, you don't see rich man we run mad before? You don't see one? But I see they said this man, he was a rich man in Enugu. You see? Nigeria has become so darkened, so impoverished from generation to generation that Nigeria became a country of superstitious people who claim to be spiritual and claim to be godly too. They have been harvesting organo. And not until recently, well, it's not so recent, when we realized that the people that are supposed to protect us, the police and the military, when they kidnap us in the name of arrests, they will tell us that if we fail to pay the bail money, then we can forget our family. Because today, a kidney, a liver, I don't even know. They say the thing worth $80,000. So it's not hard to commission poor young people, turn them to murderers that can fetch you all these organs. At least they are many. They are poor. Nobody's going to miss them, or nobody's going to look for them. Go to Nigeria now. The case of missing people has skyrocketed. Even the kidnappers in Nigeria, they are now selling organs of their victims that are unable to pay ransom in Nigeria under APC. They have places they call abattoir. Can you believe that? Policemen in Nigeria, they have places they call abattoir. Rich men goes there in the middle of the night to go and collect a freshly cut out organ, perfectly, medically packaged in a cooler, not inside Igba. But what about the head they cut off? I don't know what they do with the head. Maybe just to make it look real, right? We'll cut the head. We will now use the head. We'll burn the head with some of other things, and then we'll give you the powder. You will be using the powder to drink Eko. Bolu. We're looking for money for my wedding in 2010, right? So we're looking for money. I was going to marry then, and then that was Kofo's mom and Bolawan and Morisola. So we're going to get married. I had no money. A young man, my business was done for. Seriously. Nigeria happened to my business. It didn't last. And I needed money. So in Odogbolu, my hometown, I'm an Ijebu man. Normal is a normal. That, come, because of your this, so yeah, take this one, maybe you take a bath. Take this one, maybe you drink them. People will come, they will give you money, they will help you. Some people just, I say, but I am Badero. I am supposed to be a rich, I'm supposed to be from a rich family. Okay. I'm going to go meet them. I want to get married. I don't have money. So they need to they need to get me some or support me. But on the other side, what they could offer me, which is so easy, they say, well, we'll go and look for Agbari Oku. We'll go and look for this one. We'll go and look for Ilepa. We'll go and look for this Jebu proper. So all these things are not really new to me. I lived and I grew up in them. I believed them as Isheshe. But you know something? With my exposure and education now, I can separate the lies from what is real. Do you get that? They say they go put all this ebu inside the shinap, original shinap. That I should be drinking it.